start after quality start.
Can the offense give her some support tonight? They didn't get a ton for Georgina Cork, but it was enough for last year's AUSL Pitcher of the Year. Jordan Woolery in the 3 spot has been key. The rookie out of UCLA had the go-ahead RBI in the 8th inning. She's behind Aaliyah Andrews and Jadelyn Alchin. A lot of speed in front of Woolery. They will face off with the second-year pro out of Forest, Virginia, Emma Lemley, who burst on the scene back in 2022 as the ACC Freshman of the Year at Virginia Tech. Had an up-and-down rookie year and a little bit of a slow start this year, but what do you like about her?
I think that this is a big start for Emma Lemley as the Blaze continue to try to find a confident Game 2 starter behind their ace, Carlin Pickens, and Emma Lemley could be that option. She needs to have a quality start in this game today.
First pitch low to Aaliyah Andrews, the former LSU star. Older sister AJ also played there and was also a pro, won the first ever Gold Glove awarded to a woman back in the National Pro Fast Pitch League. And the Andrews sisters can both get it done in the outfield. That nickname Air Aaliyah or Air Leah is very fitting for some of the plays we've seen her make out in center field primarily. She was actually the opening day left fielder for the Talons, but with the injury of Jada Coleman currently, Aaliyah back in her more comfortable position in center field. Lays down the bunt. Here is the speed. Lemley throws it, and it bounces away. Andrews will take second. She has been an excellent leadoff hitter for the Talons this year.
Has so many different tools, and she angles this bunt down the first base line, even though Devin Netz is playing up the line. Emma Lemley decides to take it. I think it didn't matter if Netz, the Gold Glover, took it or if Lemley took it. I think Aaliyah is going to be safe because of her speed. Gets herself to second base quickly.
And now Jadelyn Alchin and Jordan Woolery due up next in the 2-3 spots. Last 6 games, these two have combined for 21 hits. Alchin mic'd up tonight. We'll talk to her out in left field in the 3rd inning.
And Emma Lemley is going to throw a rise ball on different levels. Like that was a rise ball right there on the outside corner. She can throw it at the knees. She can throw it at the eyes. That rise ball is going to be her go-to pitch that she can work both inside and outside to lefties and righties. She'll throw in the mid to upper 60s, so 65 to 68 miles an hour with that rise ball and also working a curve. But really a 3-pitch mix for Emma Lemley. Rise, curve, and mix in a changeup just a touch. Every now and then she will go down with a drop ball.
Outside ball too, so that Aaliyah Andrews leadoff was actually ruled an error on Emma Lemley.
That should have been a hit all the way with the speed of Aaliyah Andrews. I don't agree with that at all.
This is outside. 3-2 count here to Alchin as the Talons try to strike first. Got the win last night despite just scoring 3 runs. It was 1-1 when we went to extras. Talons got 2 in the 8th, and the Blaze got just the 1. So Utah extending their lead at the top of the AUSL standings, now 9-3. This is a big game, not just for Carolina, but for everybody. There's 3 playoff spots up for grabs, and so if you're not here right now, you're probably hoping the Blaze win this to keep the Talons in check a little bit.
It was a big game last night for the Blaze because they have won so many games with Carlin Pickens starting for them. They just had been on a roll with her starts, but the Talons really stopped that last night. Going into extra innings, Carlin Pickens threw well, but they did not get the win.
Talons 3 for 12 yesterday with runners in scoring position. Jordan Woolery had 1 of those hits. Big chance for the UCLA star right here. That catches the outside corner, 1-2.
Trying to figure out this strike zone early on to see the bottom of it. Emma Lemley throwing her curveball and her rise ball pretty low, trying to find the bottom of the zone.
Tries to go right back to that same spot, but just misses 2-2. Jordan Woolery hit 36 home runs, drove in 117 RBIs as a senior for the UCLA Bruins this year. Has not hit her first professional home run, though.
So clutch with runners in scoring position, but a big part of this Talons offense and their win streak. Stepping up with runners in scoring position. She just has a knack for it. A rookie hitting in the 3-hole. And in fact, the Blaze have a rookie hitting in the 3-hole too.
Woolery fouls it straight back. For the Blaze, it's Dakota Kennedy. They've also got a rookie in their cleanup spot, the catcher Reese Atwood. Already 16 pitches from Lemley here in the first, and nobody out. 3-2. Woolery on a 6-game hit streak, about to see pitch number 8. Woolery into center field. Aubrey Leach makes the catch.
This game already has such a different pace to it than last night. It was Carlin Pickens, Georgina Korek, a pitching matchup. That was a pitching duel, pitcher's duel going back and forth. I think Carlin Pickens threw 10 pitches in the top of the first inning to be able to get out of it. Or maybe that was Korek, I don't know. They just worked so fast. I feel like at this point in yesterday's game, we were already through the first inning.
You're not far off. I believe 10 minutes after first pitch, we were done with 1 inning yesterday.
It was going so fast. They pounded the zone through a lot of strikes.
Another rookie at the plate for Utah, somebody who was not on the opening day roster. Kaylee Wyckoff, selected out of the reserve athlete pool. They have 3 of them, due to some injuries to Charlize Palacios, Jada Coleman, and Bree Ellis. 2-1 count to Wyckoff, the rookie out of Arkansas.
Kaylee Wyckoff has come in and made a statement in this league since she's been called up. Playing really well, great at bats.
Gets away from Atwood, and she has to eat it as both runners advance.
And Emma Lemley is tough to catch right now because some of these rise balls that are being called are going down the zone more like a drop ball. Reese Atwood, a rookie, trying to feel out Emma Lemley, make her feel comfortable, help her get some strikes in the bottom of the zone, but not easy to catch right now.
Wyckoff turns on it, foul. 1 for 3 last night with a walk. Got robbed of a hit, actually, by a familiar face out in left field. Her teammate this year at Arkansas, Dakota Kennedy, made a great diving catch near the line to rob Wyckoff of a base hit. This goes out to Kennedy, who makes the catch. The throw home is not in time, and this is going to get away and go to the backstop. Lemley didn't pick it up cleanly. And 2 runs will score.
Lee Andrews can be so aggressive with her speed, so easily scores, but there is this backside runner that also is aggressive. Jalen Alchin has just been on her game at all different aspects. Defense, base running, the way she's been swinging it, finding ways to get on base.
Now Lemley, nobody on now, and 2 outs. Left side, diving stop by Anna Gold, and a great defensive play to end the inning. Against Montana Fouts in the circle. Here is the lineup. There is Reese Atwood in the cleanup spot. Came through last night with 1 hit and an RBI in the extra inning. Leads them with 3 home runs, 8 RBIs on the season. She'll hope to have plenty of opportunities tonight. But there is Montana Fouts, 3rd-year pro right-hander out of Grayson, Kentucky. We really learned the name Montana Fouts back in 2019 when she was the SEC Freshman of the Year at Alabama for Patrick Murphy.
Yeah, she's commanded all of her pitches really well early this season. Throwing with good velocity. It just seems like pinpoint command that she's thrown with early this season.
Faces Aubrey Leach to start things off, who takes the first 2 pitches outside. Aubrey's reached in every game this year. She's on a 4-game hit streak. Left side for Jaquish, 1 out.
Now Montana Fouts, her go-to pitch is going to be her curveball and also her drop ball too. She throws it a good amount. Her curve, drop, rise throws pretty equally, throwing and mixing in an off-speed pitch a little bit more this season, trying to gain confidence with that pitch to complement the good speed that she throws with 68 to 70 miles an hour with her curve, drop, and rise.
Foul tip goes off the home plate umpire, Scott Mayer. You could hear her there say, here we go, we're good. Scott Mayer, Alex Leap, Chris Neighbors. We got them mic'd up tonight, so when they come together, we'll be able to hear. We got a great explanation of actually a unique play at second base last night on a would-be obstruction call. And so we got to go inside the huddle by the umpires. They explained exactly what they saw on the play, what they called, and then the play was also challenged. 1-1 count to Bailey Klingler, just her 2nd game back after arriving from Japan recently. Practiced with the team for the first time just a couple days ago. To the right side for Flippin. And there's 2 quick outs on the ground for Montana Fouts.
It was like an important game for the Blaze to get back on track offensively, trying to put together some runs. It's going to be a tough task against this Talons pitching staff that's been the best in the league, having to face last year's pitcher of the year, Georgina Korick, who threw the complete game and got the win, and now having to face Montana Fouts. This is just not an easy task at all for an offense. Just difficult to put things together against a pitcher like Montana this year with how locked in she's been.
First time for Dakota Kennedy to face Montana Fouts. Takes the first 2 pitches, 1-1 count. Fouts is making her 5th start of the year. She has gone 4 complete games, 7 innings each time. So no run rules for Montana. She has gone 7 innings in all 4 of her first starts. We'll look to make it 5 for 5 tonight.
Well, just having 4 starts in 4 complete games is unheard of with the way that the offenses have been so strong and going through a lineup 3 or 4 times against elite hitters. You just don't see that very often. What she's been able to do is extremely impressive. This Talons pitching staff is just so deep.
Fouts has dominated everybody, but she really gets lefties. A 143 opponent batting average for lefties against Montana.
And it's all the different looks that she'll bring on the outside corner because of that. She'll go down with her drop. She'll throw a backdoor curveball that starts in the right-handed batter's box and then cuts back across the outside corner. And she'll move the ball up with her rise, too.
Down goes Kennedy. Strikeout number 1 for Montana Fouts, who set the single-game record in the AUSL with 12 last week against the Bolts.
It's hard to defend this game. They hit 232 with, 200 with runners in scoring position. And in the last 6 games, above 300 with runners in scoring position. A couple of key hits last night and a close game that this Talons offense with runners in scoring position, finding their rhythm and able to move runners in.
That is the Miralax 2nd inning spotlight. Great start for Utah in this game, 2 in the 1st inning. Only giving credit for 1 hit, so both runs were unearned as of now for Emma Lemley. She faces Savannah Jaquish, Sarah Gordon, and Caroline Jacobson here in the second.
How about that improvement by 132 points, Chucky, with runners in scoring position by this Talons team? And their win streak started after getting swept by the Cascade at home. And it just seemed like after that just series where they lost 3 in a row on home field, the tides have turned for the Talons. They've been pitching well, key hits with runners in scoring position, been clutch, winning tight games, winning big games. I mean, all different ways.
Jaquish to center. Aubrey Leach makes the catch, 1 out. That Cascade series in which the Talons were swept, they were outscored just 8-4. If you somebody told you were only going to give up 8 runs in a 3-game series in the AUSL, you'd think, okay, we won at least 2 of those.
We talked to Sydney Ball Malone, the head coach of the Talons, and she said, we are not forgetting about that second series where we got swept. And I'm sure they had a team meeting, little get-together, little heart-to-heart about how they wanted this season to go. They won the first series. They swept the first series, then got swept the second series, and then got on that 6-game win streak.
They have not played a series that has not been a sweep yet. Swept the Bandits, got swept by the Cascade, swept the Volts, and then swept a 2-game set with the Spark. Blaze are hoping they can make sure that streak does not continue after losing last night. Gold smothers this over at third, and there's 2 away. Much better in the second inning for Emma Lemley in this defense.
Well, thinking about, too, this win streak that the Talons have been on with the injuries that they've had to overcome during this time, too. I really just can't get over the fact that the Talons seem to be ascending and playing better as this season has gone on, and they have some key players that are injured. We're talking Bree Ellis, starting first baseman, and had been off to a hot start offensively. Charlize Palacios, starting catcher. Jada Coleman, starting center fielder, and they just got Hannah flipping back, now starting at second base a couple games ago.
Have been really good. Taylor Beal, Kaylee Wyckoff, Sarah Gordon. Caroline Jacobson is one they need to get going. She was so consistent last year. She got off to a red-hot start and just continued at a great level all season. Jacobson hit .384, is the 5th best in the league last year. 28 hits, 3 home runs, 17 RBIs. But enters tonight with an average just under 100.
Yeah, she did such a good job last season of using the right side of the field. It seemed like many of her extra base hits, her production came to the right side.
Swing and a miss. Lemley bounces back with a 1-2-3 inning.
Catcher in the offseason, and Montana said she can't pick her favorite catcher. Between him and Charlize, it's too close of a call, Chucky.
You just take the catcher everywhere. So when Char's not there, you got to go with the husband. First pitch swinging for Reese Atwood popped up on the infield. Flippin takes care of it. Montana Fouts does pitching clinics across the country. Some of the players in the league actually help her with those. Sis Bates works camps with her.
Sam Landry as well. So pitchers get excited when they see Montana Fouts and Sam Landry doing a pitching clinic together. But definitely to be an athlete at this high of a level and have the success that Montana is having early on this season, it takes so much support from the family and friends around you to go all in on what you love. And of course, her husband being a big part of that. You look at how she has started this season, wasting no time to ease in, and you know it's because he has helped her put in the work in the offseason to prepare her to be her best, not 10 games in, not 5 games in, but from the very first time that she stepped on the field, she's been tremendous.
She's now thrown 32 1/3 innings with the 4 outs she has made tonight. 2 of her 8 earned runs allowed came in the first inning of the season. down in that game and threw 6 scoreless to beat the Bandits on opening day, and has not looked back since. Anna Gold in the 5 spot, 1 for 3 yesterday. She has reached in all but 1 game this season. Takes that to make it a full count.
And you see that rise ball that she's working on at Gold with too, and just looking at Montana's numbers, that rise ball being her best chase pitch. She gets a chase on that pitch 57% of the time, and it's one of her highest whiff rates too. So there's a curveball that is down and away from Anna Gold that she gets a strikeout with, but that rise ball up in the zone helps set up that curveball away to get the swing and miss from Anna Gold on the outside corner. Great location. She is just able to put this curveball exactly where she wants it, both to lefties and righties, down and away.
Another left-handed bat, Jenna Laird, played her college ball at Missouri, was part of a great senior class there, along with Alex Honnold, Lauren Krings, and Maddie Gallagher. That team actually had some history with the folks here in Durham because Missouri hosted Supers in 2024. Duke went to Missouri and knocked off the Tigers in a dramatic 3-game series, reaching their first ever Women's College World Series. Her teammate Anna Gold was on that team, as well as Jayla Wright, another one of her teammates on the pitching staff. Slow roller right side. Flippin playing second this weekend makes the play. 6 up, 6 down for Montana Fouts. Rolls through the first 2 innings.